Hello viewers, it's time to make some delicious Korean rice wine. Today I'm going to make some plum makgeolli. I'll tell you about the pectin surprise later in the video. If you like this video, please click that like button and subscribe. So here's the plums I'm using, 6 purple plums that are frozen. That helps the recipe. As usual, I'm starting with rice flour porridge, juk. This is my usual recipe, except that I'm using less water than normal. That's because I expect the plums have quite a bit of water. I want the water balance to be correct. So I'm using less water in the porridge. The porridge is very thick. So as we're waiting for this porridge to cool down to room temperature, I'll mix up the naruk and the white wine yeast with some water. Okay, this is the thick juk. Get it into the fermentation jar. Mix in the naruk. It needs to be mixed as well as you can do it. Close the jar not all the way and ferment in a dark place. So this is the first stage. This just gets it going. This is the starter. I'm stirring it 3 times a day for the first 2 days. And on the second day, it's time for the godubap, the hard steamed sweet rice. Have to wash the rice. This takes quite a bit of time. I always wash it at least 9 times. And it needs to soak for at least 3 hours. And then you drain it for at least 30 minutes. Okay, these are the frozen plums. Let's get them in the pot with a small amount of water. I'm going to simmer these and reduce it down. So they're going to soften up a lot. Goal is to reduce it by 1/2. So I had about 600 grams of plums and 200 grams of water. I want to reduce this down to 400 grams. Okay, this is reduced now. It smells really good. So let's cool this down to room temperature. And as we're waiting for that to cool, we're going to cook the godubap. Steam the rice for 40 minutes. And after it's done, spread it out to cool. Okay, now everything's cooled down. Stir it one last time, the rice mixture. Add the godubap. Okay, now the plums, this smells like a jam. This smells really good. I didn't add anything to it, just cooked it and reduced it down. We're going to add that mixture to the rice. Okay, this needs to be mixed very well. All right, so I end up with this pink mixture. Again, close the jar, but not all the way. Put it in the cabinet to ferment. There's some bubbles. Okay, so it's fermenting. It looks like it separated out a little bit, so I'm going to stir it one more time. Just don't like how it looks on the top. Okay, so I can tell it's fermenting. There's a nice layer of liquid on the bottom. And as time goes on, more and more rice falls down. You see more and more rice on the bottom. So day 17, I figure it's time to bottle this. So here we go. Okay, I'm really scraping the sides here, trying to get it to go down. This is the pectin surprise right here. This is filtering more slowly than normal. I looked it up. Plums are high in pectin. I've used other fruits before, cherries. I've used cherries. Cherries are low in pectin. Plums are high in pectin, and pectin is the ingredient that causes jams and jellies to thicken. This makes it very difficult to force this through the strainer. I really have to work at it. This is taking a lot longer than normal. And I just have to squeeze this. My hands are getting tired here. Okay, but I squeezed what I could. This is the leftover, 300 grams leftover. And I bottle it. All right, a nice light pink color. I wonder what it tastes like. I actually see it forms 3 layers, translucent, then the rice sediment, and then at the very bottom, a more purple plum sediment layer. Okay, so let's taste this. And it actually changes over time. How it tasted the first time I tasted it, right after bottling, it changed after a few weeks in the fridge. And that usually happens. It's usually a bit harsher the first day, and after a few weeks in the fridge, it's a lot mellower. So the pectin made straining difficult. It's a very nice color. It started off very sharp and bright, and it became sweet and fruity. It has a nice texture, and it was a crowd favorite. When I served this along with other flavors of makgeolli, this was the favorite. So try this out. Thank you for watching.